Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? It's Sunday, it's chat night. We've got loads of chat already. It's really good. Hi Jay, how's everything going? I hope everything's well with you. I hope everything's going okay for you, and I hope your move is going to go well as well. We'll have to chat during the week. Hi Mark, how's it all going? Yeah, it's been a bit eventful. Got the TV. If you're a patron, you'd know. I'm hoping to have this mounted on the wall here in the coming months, weeks, whatever. I'm trying to get a good bracket for it. I'm still playing around with it, so I'm gonna have 4 patrons chance to appear behind me as like a live audience, really, where I'll be able to ask you questions and everyone can answer and play along. So it's a lot more interactive. That'll be for patrons, but as you can see, I've got a screensaver on there at the moment. It's a pretty cool one. But yeah, I've been very, very, very busy this week. I've gotten the Robocop done, the Enterprise issue 6 completed, which I'll show in just a minute. I've done the Alien build up to issue 20. The only thing I've got to do now is I've got to produce it all and then put the videos out. They're taking a lot longer than I would like, but I have been quite busy doing things and getting things sorted. So how's everyone else been doing? What's everyone else been building? I see issue 2 of the Eddie Stobart came out, so that's cool. That's coming out very well. Hi Jay, thank you for that. That is amazing. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Thanks, Jay. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of things. I've got, like I said, up to issue 20 of the Alien build done, which is cool, the arm. But there's a bit of a concern with that, and you'll see that on the video. Patrons should get all the videos, I'm hoping by Thursday, up. But if you haven't seen already, I've done issue 2 of the Robocop foot with some really strange bits on this. So this will be up on, this is issue 2, this will be up on Monday, so tomorrow. And then issue 3 and 4 will be up every other Monday after that. So I'm hoping to get some more before that runs out. But they've only got it up to issue 5 at the moment, and I like to do a bit of a bulk order. So, hi everyone. All right, hiya. How's it going? So yes, so it's got some weird features. Firstly, this part spins quite badly, and you have to hold it still while obviously screwing it in, and it's quite a tight fit. It's a very tight fit. Evening, honey. Yeah, so it's quite a tight fit. The problem is it's such a tight fit that you can't keep this part still to tighten it. It is in there, but it's very wobbly. Though this does go into a sort of a holder on the back of the leg, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So catching up with part works, just running issue 8 and 9 of the Citroen. Got a new build coming to my channel in November. Ooh, what's that? Is that French car? That quirky French car with the canopy roof? Is that one, Jay? I saw it and I immediately thought of you, because I know you like the quirky French cars. Actually, I don't know if you actually know this, because I've probably not even said it before, but I used to be part of the Citroen Owners Club, believe it or not. And we've always owned Peugeot, Citroens, or Renaults. Our current car's a Renault Espace, and we've always sort of had them. Very good cars. I also had the car that my wife regrets getting rid of, which is a Citroen Xantia with the hydraulic suspension. She loved that car. But anyway, getting back to the foot, it's got this weird feature. It's got a pivot, but the pivot to pivot it with hasn't got a buffer on it. So it as you can see, it moves about quite a lot. It has got a spring in there, but yeah, very weird. Yeah, the Citroen that we saw, yeah. Hang on, let me pull that up. That's Citroen. Yeah, I did immediately think of you, so that's going to be cool. I'll definitely be watching that. Issue 4 is the hand. Do you know what? That is identical to the Iron Man hand, except it doesn't light up. It even comes with the magnetic back for some bizarre reason. But yeah, all of them are articulated. But the thing is, as well, they have a spring inside each joint. Why, I don't know. It does grip very well, I have to say. It's strong enough to actually grip my hand. So that was issue 4. Right, you're talking to Jane. Yes, Kirsty, it was. Yeah, you loved that car. Do you know that was my first? It does come with sounds, and it does come with phrases from the movie. And actually, my wife said the same thing. But I've talked to some French people on their side, and they don't know, because they said that when stuff has come out, Western stuff has come out before, and it's had sound effects and it speaks, it's always done it from the movie, from the English side of it. So I'm hoping it doesn't do it. If it does, what I will do is get that issue when it comes out here in the UK, and I'll just swap it. But realistically, how often am I going to use that? But yeah, it was a sort of oh yeah, it's going to sound French, isn't it? It might do. Like I said, I've asked a few people in France about it. They don't know. They said it might be in English because of the chip inside it. It would be easier to replicate if it was in English than doing it in French, then doing a separate one for it in English, if you know what I mean. So it would be cost effective. But we'll wait and see. I don't mind. Like I said, I will just swap it out when it comes here in the UK, if that's the case, and I will build it like it is in France. But realistically, I don't know how much I'm actually going to get from that, if you know what I mean. I mean, even my Terminator, I can't remember last time I switched it on. I've had it on a few times since I built it, and that's it. So yeah. Smash the button, like, guys. Yeah. The Knight Rider car in France speaks French. Yeah. It's probably 100% sure this is probably going to speak French. But like I said, I'm not. How often am I going to use this feature? Is the answer. I know it comes with other sound effects like the gun and stuff like that, but I'm hoping that when it comes here in the UK, I'll just buy that issue that has the circuit board in it, and then just swap it out. That's my hope. Anyway, issue 3 is the chest, which is actually the easiest part to build and the nicest section, I think. It's even got some weathering to it at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like weathering, so there's black liner in amongst all this. So, but there's the chest. I mean, it looks really cool. Bring the head over so you can sort of see comparison. So it looks pretty cool. It's going to look, to be fair, it's going to be very, very impressive. However, it turns out. But yes, I am fully aware that it's going to be. I did mention it, I think, on my issue 1 that my wife turned around and said it's going to be in French. But like I said, I have tried to find out some information on that. Do we know when the kit will be released in newsagents? Right. If the Dodge Charger is anything to go by, it means subscribers will be on issue 30, 40 before it's released in the newsagents. So you're looking about a year, about 8 or 9 months between it being released for newsagents and then coming out to hang on. It's gone loud. Between it coming out. So yeah, I would say roughly 8 or 9 months from it being released to subscribers, if anything's to go by. So my computer's getting taken over apparently by the Borg. How tall is the Robocop? It's 1/3 scale. And I think it's going to be slightly taller than Iron Man. It will come with a stand, just like Iron Man does. So whether you get the premium subscription or not, Iron Man comes with a stand. And like a lot of other people, obviously Iron Man has been extended to 20 issues for the damaged sections. A lot of people in the French group believe that is exactly what's going to happen with Robocop as well, is that we're going to get the damaged sections. So his chest will get a damaged chest and helmet, because in the movie he has a damaged chest and helmet, though I'm not too sure how they could stretch that out. They may supply a different face for it for that purpose, but I still wouldn't know if they could extend it that long. But you never know. But we do know that the Iron Man is getting extended 20 issues for the damage sections. So it makes sense that they do the damage sections for the Iron Man. It's the same company that's doing it. So, yeah. Any news on Hogwarts Express? The only thing I know on the Hogwarts Express is that it's coming out. That's all I know at the moment. I have no idea when. I would imagine before Christmas, but with everything that's going on at the moment, because it's not just us that are having delivery issues, it's a sort of a Europe problem with haulage and stuff like that. So it may get pushed back. So all I know is that it's coming out. That's all I know. The guy that I have, my contact, says that it is coming out. There's plans for it, and they will let me know when exactly it will come out. So that's where we are on the Hogwarts Express, is that I know it's coming. I just don't know when. As soon as I get the information, I'll let people know. But yeah, we don't know at the minute. Also, has anyone seen the, I think it was Mark. Mark, did you say you saw the Starsky and Hutch test? Because I know that that's due, but I've not seen anything about it. Because that was one that Fan Home was testing. Not Fan Home. It's through Hachette. I know that they said that they were testing it. But I don't know. Yes. So have you seen it on sale then? Because I saw no information about it whatsoever. I knew it was being tested, and I was waiting for the test areas, and that was about it. Yeah, it's about 62 centimeters high. It is on the boards, which I've chucked now, but it is on the cardboard. But I think it works out roughly. Someone was saying that it actually works out taller slightly than the Iron Man, because I think it's the helmet that makes it taller, the way it sits. But obviously we will have a place for that. But yeah, it's about 62 centimeters tall. It's 1/3 scale, so it's quite a big one. Well, it's actually as big as Iron Man. They're both 1/3 scale. But yeah. The like I said, I'm very impressed with the Iron Man, with Robocop. Though a lot of the pieces that we've got are die cast. Issue 5, it's doing exactly the same as the Iron Man. So we've got all these big sections like this and the chest and all that sort of stuff. But just like with the Iron Man, the next section is the lower part of the bicep, and it's all plastic, and it's about that big. And I don't even think we screw anything together in it. I think we just prepare it for the next issue. So, and yeah, by the predictions of it as well, people in France, is we're going to be building both arms, then both legs, and then the chest, just like the Iron Man, exactly like it, which means it means that they can do more of these sort of figures if they follow that lineage, if you know what I mean. All we need now, we've got the Iron Man. I mean, we've got the Terminator. We're going to have an Alien the same size. Now we want a Predator, but which size do we go for? That's the thing. Mark, Andy wants to know if you fixed the X-Wing power issue. Hi, Bob. Iron Man is 6 centimeters. Yeah, so it's taller. It's taller. I knew it was taller. They are both the same scale, but but RoboCop is taller than Iron Man. If you know what I mean. Yes, turns out it was on-off switch. That was 14. How many times we had that on-off switch? Yeah. The Route Master comes to mind when you say on-off switch. But yeah. But yeah, so when's the Route Master get posted? I see a lot of talk on the Route Master group at the minute. A lot of talk with people buying stuff and selling them and stuff like that. So yeah, do we know if Eddie Part 3 is this Wednesday? It should be. Obviously, the Dodge Charger is every 2 weeks at the moment until issue 8, which I think is the end of November. But the Eddie Stobart should be every week. So just like Jay's just put, yeah, issue 3 is this week. This is Wednesday. So yeah, it should be weekly. But do not be surprised if there is a slight delay in issues coming out. I know that there was a week delay in the Alien build for newsagents in France, because I actually got a leaflet about it in one of the magazines. So don't be surprised if we get, with what's going on at the moment, letters to say that there's going to be gaps, just like they did with the Terminator and with the Route Master when that was out as well. I know that they said that there were gaps in the production of it. So don't be surprised if that happens, because I've got a funny feeling that is going to happen with every build. It also looks like that now it's affecting the Enterprise build. That's another thing as well. So I've done up to issue 6, stage 21, and that's where we are. I've still got to do stage 22 and the rest of issue 7, which I'm hoping to do the rest of this week. And then they will just come out once a week on the channel. I haven't had an issue yet, as you can see, with panels not aligning up and stuff like that. Though I do not like that for a second. That worries me. It's when stuff's all like that. I know there's a circuit board coming, but yeah. I know that there's a circuit board coming, but that sort of worries me. But that's where I am with that. I think the Route Master chassis is all metal. The outer panels are, though it is very thin. It is, yeah, the bottom chassis is all metal, and the sides are all metal, but the interior and a lot of the engine is all plastic, and the windows as well are all plastic and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, Dan. The old mugger, how's it going, mate? So yes, that's what's been happening this week. Like I said, I've been fairly busy with work and everything else, and managed to get building everything as well. So it's been a bit hectic, but it means I've got some more books turning up tomorrow for review. I've got some stuff from Egomos turning up tomorrow as well. So in all, I've got about 5 to 6 weeks worth of content for the channel. If you're a Patreon, you're getting it all at once. If you're just watching it through YouTube as normal, then you've got at least 5 or 6 weeks worth of content that I've already done. So that means the next couple of weeks will be a little bit of a laid back for me, which is nice. It means me and Dan can do probably a little bit more wrestling chat. So the Renault 4 from the last 8 issues should be weekly, but running around 10 days per issue. Yeah, yeah. I think there's going to be. I think the run up to Christmas for part works, there's going to be huge delays on everything. I know there's been delays with Agora models as well. I know that they've been having problems as well. So I know Fan Home Wheel, and they've been having problems in, like you're saying, there in France as well. So I know that there's problems. So all these builds seem very unreliable. I find it difficult to commit to them. At the moment, it is because of the HDV shortage. Like I said, it's not just England. It's also Europe as well. They're also facing a HGV shortage, but it's a global problem when it's with containers. So a lot of these companies, Eagle Moss, Hachette, all these D'Agostini, all these companies, they use the containers to ship a lot of their stuff around. And obviously, there's a lot, and I mean a lot, stuck in US ports at the moment. And there's ships in wrong places, and there's containers in wrong places. They've got a shortage of containers in China, where a lot of this stuff is made. So yeah, it's just delays are gonna happen at the moment, and I feel that the next 3 or 4 months is going to be very like sort of very touchy. I think touch and feel go with things, staggered start and stuff. I did once saw a sumo wrestling on British TV a long time ago. I could probably go to that. I've got enough. I'm a unit, so I think I could do a sumo wrestling. But yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of staggered problems coming up with builds, and I can definitely see where you're coming from, Andy. With that, it is frustrating when you pay for something and it doesn't turn up. But saying that, my issues I ordered on Thursday for Robocop and the Alien. By Friday night, they were here in the UK. So it took 1 day to get from France to the UK. And then they were posted, and then I received them on Monday. So all in all, it took 4 days from 5 days, but 4 days from delivery of the item to here to my address from France. And that's pretty good. That is very good. So I do see where a lot of people get frustrated, where you pay for something and then 14 days later it turns up. It's just the way it is, I think. But yeah, I've not had, like I said, I've been very, very fortunate with getting stuff from France. It's very quick, very straightforward, and as Jay will tell you, it's problem free. It really, really is. And you see the bits you want, you click them in the basket, and it comes here. Obviously, at the very start, I was very cautious. After my first order, I was very happy. And yeah, like I said, normally on normal service, it takes 4 to 5 days to receive it from being ordered. I mean, that's quick. I've ordered stuff in the UK before, and it's taken about 10 days, 14 in some cases. So 4 days from France to 14 days from somewhere in England. Yeah. I think Bojo should do some trucking for the USA and might solve the HGV drivers. Yeah, more wrestling chat, football chat, and chat in general. I'd love to jump on one of these Sunday chats with you. I'm new to the build game, so you'll have to follow us so you can teach me. Yeah, we'll prop you on board, Dan. We'll teach you, mate. You just follow us. Yeah, it's very addictive though. I will point that out. Once you start, it's a bit like Pringles. Once you start, you can't stop. I know I can't. Though what I'm building at the moment is it. Though I've got a funny feeling there'll be something that comes out that I will probably go, well, I'm going to build that. Hogwarts Express, I thought I wasn't going to build. But the wife, she's turned around and said, oh, no, we're building that. I said, well, where are we going to put it? She goes, it doesn't matter. We're going to build it. So when the Hogwarts Express comes out, we're building it. So that was one extra that I didn't know we were going to do, but apparently we're doing it, which is fine. But yeah, with the alien, with the arm, it's yes, it's different. It's different. Um, Obviously, it comes with like that silicon skin, but the second part of that silicon skin is harder. It's not to hand. I haven't got it to hand. It's up over there. Can't get it. But it's a lot harder material. I can see a lot of people when the alien build does come out in the UK. I can see a lot of people struggling with it or not liking it as well. Jay, my wallet has divorced me and walked away out after I ordered a Citroen build. We'll get another unit to put the Hogwarts on. Okay, yeah, I'm down with that. It looks more like more shelves are going to be needed. Yes, a lot more. Yeah, I'll send you the Hogwarts build, mate. Not bought me for Xmas. I've got a massive Hogwarts cross stitch too. It's so complicated. Yeah, so I'm hoping the Hogwarts Express comes out before Christmas. Like I said, I do know it's coming out, but I'm hoping it's before Christmas. But like with everything at the moment, I'm wondering whether they're like second guessing it, because if they have to stop and start it, which I know upsets a lot of people. But yes, we're building it, and we're going to get a new unit to put it on. Apparently, I just go along. But yeah, do you like the screen? It's quite cool. I'm going to hopefully do a bit more with this. So I have to be really strict with myself and do just limit to 4 builds. I think that's a safe bet. That is that, Mark. I'm currently doing the Dodge Charger Ecto, which is paused at the moment because I want to concentrate on other things. The Iron Man, Robocop, the Enterprise, the Alien build, and the Hogwarts Express. So yeah. Who's doing the Hogwarts? Hachette. Don't say that into Google. It comes up saying something else. It's quite hilarious when you say it. You have to say Hachette Partworks. If you say Hachette, it comes up saying something else. It's quite funny. Don't all try it. But they're doing it. It is coming out. The test build, as far as I know, went very, very well. By the sounds of it, it done better than the Eddie Stobart truck. So when I found that had been coming out as a full run, I then immediately contacted them, and they assured me it was coming out, and they would tell me more information once it's close to release. So I'll let everyone know as soon as I know anything, because like I said, I'm not affiliated with any of these companies. I'm not building anything for them. So I'm not bound by anything. So if I find out any information, I will tell you. Though I did find out about the fan home, and someone sent me the IP address and told me that I was not allowed to share it. Yet then fan home went and what the hell is that on the screen? Then fan home went and released it early. Someone was a bit trigger happy there. Does it feel like I come to an end this year? It does, yes. Mark, you building the Spitfire? I think it's nearly up to issue 100. I do believe. It's got to be. I expect it to be finished this year, though I could be wrong. I'm not building it, so I don't know. But I think it's finished either this year or January or February next year. That is okay. That is if there's no sort of stoppage or anything like that in productions or anything like that. But like I said, I've got a funny feeling coming into November, December, I think we're going to see quite a significant sort of problem there. I know if anyone collects the Warhammer one, Warhammer Imperium that's out at the moment, Warhammer 40k, issue 5 and 6 hasn't been delivered to a lot of newsagents, and they're on issue 6. I think issue 7 comes out this week, and a lot of places never got issue 5 or 6 because they're having problems. I know a lot of these companies have issues 1 to 4 already in their warehouses, and that's why they come out quite quickly. But past that, I don't know what their sort of levels are. But yeah, a lot of people didn't get issue 5 and 6 of the Warhammer magazine this week. So, like I said, though, I think there is going to be some delays in the parts. I hope there isn't, but I know that they've been having some delays in France. Jay said as well that they've been having some problems over there. So I would expect there to be some problems here as well. And I know that there's shortage of HGV drivers as well, and that includes the newsagent places as well. So yeah, so there is going to yeah. So the Hogwarts is coming out. The Robocop, I don't know when it's coming out in the UK. If it follows the same line as the French side, it would probably be around issue 45 to 50 before it's released here in the UK, and it's only 100 issues, so I'll be halfway through that by then. So I'll just continue to build it through the French way anyway. Same with the Alien as well, which is quite surprised I haven't seen that on a test run here in the UK yet. Because as we know, that Hachette always do a test run before they release new part works, and then there's normally a 12-month gap between release and between test run and full run, if you know what I mean. And they haven't even done one yet for the Alien. So if it does come out, I think over in France they're on issue 27. 27, I do believe, yeah. Kev, have you found me some Stone Cold Broken Skull IPA yet, or what? No, I haven't, mate. How many issues? I think on the test run it was 130 issues. Someone in the chat will correct me. I think it was 120, 130. I expect it's going to be like the Eddie Stobart chart. I think it's going to be in the 140 mark. So it's going to be like a 3-year build, because you're building the engine, the track it's on, plus the carriage as well, which all lights up, has real smoke, the wheels move and everything like that. I personally think it's going to be 140 issues. I could be wrong. But it's definitely going to be more than the 120. Definitely. It's going to be 130 or 140. I think it's going to be 140 issues. But I'm sure someone in the comments section will probably correct me on that. But the Eddie Stobart truck went from, I think, 110 issues, and I think it's now or 120 issues. It's now 130 or 140. But yeah, I know they upped the number. I want to do it. Yeah, yes, mate. I will let you know. Yeah, it'll be in the news agents. It'll be everywhere, in all the news agents, WH Smiths, your local news agents, everywhere when it comes out. And you'll see adverts on the telly as well for it. And you can subscribe, meaning you get 4 issues a month to your door, which a lot of people go for because you get free gifts and stuff. Of 100 issues, the first 7 are the rest are bi-monthly, the rest are weekly issues. I think a lot of companies are doing that now. Obviously, Fan Home's done that with the Dodge Charger. I've got a funny feeling that is what a lot of these companies are going to do, so they can build up their stock, so then they can go on, if you know what I mean. Hi, Ian. Did you take a look at that link that I sent you in the comments? It should have took you straight to the Robocop issues. I'm not too sure if you got it okay. But yeah, I did send that to it. But yeah, you've seen the build. I'm impressed with it, but I think a lot of people will go, "Oh, cool, we've got some really cool big bits." But just like with the Iron Man, I think the hand is going to be probably 2 or 3 issues at least. Remember, it's only 100 issues, and the Iron Man's 120 now. With the damaged parts, but by the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be built the same way as the Iron Man. So I know issue 5 is all plastic, and it's the lower bicep section. That's as much as I do know. But normally when I do it, I do bulk issues, bulk order. It's just easier. Postage biscuit. That's why I do a bulk order, Ian. I don't order any issue. I always tell everyone, always do a bulk order. The reason is the postage. I mean, I ordered the Alien, so issues 14 to 20, and issues 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4 of the RoboCop, and I think with the exchange rate, it came to about 30 quid, which you could say is a bit steep. But when these do come out, they'll be charged delivery on these anyway, and they'll be priced. The RoboCop will be priced at £10.99 an issue. And if you subscribe to that, you'll be paying £1 extra on top, so it'll be £11.99 an issue. With me getting it as a bulk order, because obviously you only pay, I think it's 15, 16 euro, but then each additional issue only costs you €1 then from then. So then it works out cheaper buying it in bulk. And with the exchange rate, it works out near enough the same price as you would pay if they were released over here. So, but yeah, but everyone's up to that. It also goes on size. I mean, on weight. Jay will tell you in the comments that his orders for his car were okay. Then when he got the chassis, obviously that was a lot heavier, so that cost a lot more. But as I know that the parts for the Alien and the RoboCop are small and not a lot heavy, it's quite easy on the old exchange rate and shipping. So that's why I always do in bulk. The King Tiger build. How many issues? I think it said 100. 100 issues, but I guarantee that will be a lot more if that does get greenlit. I don't see why it wouldn't, because it seems to be quite a popular one. It's got all the features of the Leopard tank that Agora are doing. So it comes with the camera, the remote control, the smoke, the gunner, the sound effects. It looks pretty cool, I've got to say. I pay £31.99 for the Spitfire a month. Does that include postage? Because I think with Hachette, I think they do charge postage now. But I don't know if they do or not. I know Fan Home do and Eagle Moss do. I'm not too sure with Hachette, but I'm quite happy buying it from France and getting it. So you all guys, yes, it does. Oh, right, okay. And that's 4 issues. Yeah, with the exchange rate and stuff like that, it works out probably about £5 to £10 more. But remember, I am getting the RoboCop and the Alien where no one really in the UK has, so I'm getting it early. But I'm quite happy to do that. But yeah, a lot of people will hold off. Like Mark said at the start of the stream, it does come with sound effects. It's probably going to be in French. We'll pass that when it comes to it. But it will come to the UK, and I'm sure it'll be easy just to swap out the chip for that. So I don't see why there would be a problem. But I'm quite happy with building it. The Alien doesn't come with a voice thing, which is cool. It does come with a movement, and the lights as well, and the jaw and the mouth and all that sort of stuff. So the Renault 5 is cheap postage, but the shell was expensive. But the way I look at it is that you're getting something that's not available in the UK. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We've talked quite a lot about this show, haven't we? And yeah, remember, when you're getting something you can't get in the UK. I mean, the Robocop won't be available here in the UK for at least a year, maybe even longer. And the same goes for the Alien, at which point I'm going to be, well, near enough halfway through each one. So, yeah. And like you said, the postage is very cheap, I think, considering, like, so you take into account where it's coming from, how big the amount I'm ordering, in terms of I'm ordering, I ordered the Robocop and the Alien. That was 6 issues of the Alien build and 3 issues of the Robocop. I think it came to about £32 postage. Now you could say that's a lot, but it took 4 days to get here, and if you even it out over the rest of it, it actually works out the same. So I'm gonna go stick Emily in bed, mate. Good. Yeah. Speak to you later, Dan. It arrived quicker from France than the UK orders. Yeah, that's another thing as well. And Jay will back you up on that. Yeah, it arrives quicker. It just arrives quicker. Yeah, it's worth noting that the Iron Man doesn't talk, doesn't have all that sort of stuff, and you can buy issue. I think you can get now up to from issue 20, because everything before that is sold out. But issue 20 up to issue 60 of the Iron Man is on there, so you could finish your Iron Man before anybody else. Because I know how a lot of people are like, Also, like Kirsty just said, they arrive really quick. I know Hachette, it's normally 14 working days for it to be delivered. And then they always say to leave it 21 or 28 days until you contact them if there's a problem. I've never had a problem with anything coming from France, and it's only took them 4 days, 4 or 5 days tops. So yeah. Though there is one advice I would give, and that is, if you do buy from France, make sure you buy any electrical component really quick, because they sell out. I think issue 3 of the issue 3 has the circuit board and mechanism for the Alien tongue to come out, and it's been sold out since it went on there. I was lucky enough to get one, but it's been sold out. I know some people were stuck, and then it came back in stock and it went straight back out of stock again, and it's the only one out of all of them that is out of stock. Eagle must be. They have, yeah, they've got a huge warehouse out in Germany. So a lot of the European guys are getting their orders quicker than the guys here. It's brilliant, so easy to use and set up. Gives you that's the is that the forwarding company, isn't it, Jay? So you can order anything from around Europe and they will forward it to you. Yeah, I don't mind the post. Like I said, everything's done in euros. So if the exchange rate's really good, it means you pay less anyway. So yeah, it's all it is. I'll say. I'm going to start Iron Man from issue 70 to finish it quicker. Yeah, do it, Ian. Like I said, it's there. Like I said, my advice would be to order in bulk. That way, you're not paying as much on postage, and that's how I always do it. I've got up to issue 4 now of the Robocop. I now probably won't order any until at least there's issue 7 or 8 out. So 5 came out this Wednesday, and then 6 will be next Wednesday, and so on. And I won't do another Robocop order now until at least issue 8's out. That way I've got enough issues to come, and it's cheaper on the postage. Same with the Alien build. I've got up to issue 20, but like I said, they've got up to issue 27 on there at the minute. Before Christmas, I will order everything up to date. So I've got everything here up to date up to Christmas, and then do another bulk order. I'll probably do a bulk order around December time, and then another one end of January, February time. But I've got, like I said, I've got enough content here for 5 or 6 weeks worth of stuff for YouTube. So, like I said, I've got some Eagle Moss stuff here as well, Star Trek ships that I used to do a lot of, books that I've started to review, and I love getting them, and I love reviewing them. So I've been doing all of that. Yes, the mailing forwarding company, I recommend. Yeah, they're really, really good. I did mention this to Burgess, who I don't know if she's in chat tonight, because she's having problems because she's in Iceland, not the shop. She's in Iceland, the country, and Eagle Moss were sending her issues, and then they stopped. And I said to her, maybe go through a mail forwarding company to get issues sent to her. I know she was looking into it, but I don't know how far she got with that. Agora models are a bit steep in their price of. Yeah, we mentioned this last week, Bobby, I think. Yeah, a lot of people were asking me, do I build the Route Master or the fire truck? I said the Route Master because they're both the same price, but the fire truck is a very small scale. It's a lot smaller in scale. Though you do get a diorama with it, it's a smaller scale, and they're both priced the same. Also, as well, I found out that they're not offering the figures. They're offering the figures later on in the build, but you have to buy them separately. Where if you built it from a Hachette, they were part of the original build. So I think the number has dropped by 10 issues, and you can pick up the 10 figures. I think they are. I think there's 10. Is it? Actually, I think there's less than 10 figures. There's the driver, the woman, the guy. I think there's about 5 or 6 figures, but they're going to offer them later on as a separate price if you want them. If you've done from Hachette, they were part of the build, and I know a lot of people didn't like it and said they would have happily skipped those issues because they didn't want the figures. But yeah, I think the pricing is a little bit steep. I personally think that from Agora. Nothing that Agora have done has interested me enough to get anything from them, because all the models that they've done so far have been out before. I think the only original one that they've done so far is, and I mean completely original, no other company has ever done it, and that is the Cobra. So the Super Snake, though different, it's still a Mustang, which Agora, which D'Agostini's done, Eagle Moss have now done or is doing too. But effectively the base is the same. Obviously the Bismarck's done before, the Terminator, the Route Master, even the fire engine is a re-release from a release that was done in Italy originally, back in 2009, I do believe. And the Leopard tank, once again, is another re-release. It's an updated release, but it is a re-release from a model that D'Agostini did a while ago, a very long time ago. Though back then it had the option to turn it into a back then it had the had the ability to turn it into it. Too many Mustang builds. I couldn't agree with you more. You only need one. We've got the original one, the GT500 from D'Agostini. A brilliant build, I've got to say. But every other build that is based on, so the Super Snake has different wheels, has a slightly different engine, but overall it's the same. Again, Eleanor, it's a body kit version, but once again, it's still an Eleanor. It's still a Mustang, so it has the same sort of wheels and interior and stuff like that. It's slightly different, but effectively it's still the same car. And then Eagle Moss Diecast Club, I should say, are doing another one, aren't they? A green version. I don't know why we need so many, but yes, there is a lot of them around. You're right if you're a Mustang fan, because there's a lot of them. but yeah, I think IXO, they're bringing out a new build as well, aren't they? Soon. I think that is the Nsx, which I think is a Nissan Nsx. It's like I think it was done in 1994. It's like their sort of a sleeky car they had. Nsx, I think it was. I think it is. I think that's what's coming out from Agora. Also, as well, another model that was shown 2019, the last time they done the big toy fair that they do over in Nuremberg, where they showcase a lot of these models, was the Morris Minor, and I think it was Hachette that showcased that, along with the 1960s Beta, the 1960s Mini. So it was a Mark 1 Mini that they were going to do, and obviously a Morris Minor with the wooden section. So it was like it's like a little van type thing. I can't remember what it is. Jay knows what it is, what it's called. But but both of them were showcased along with the Nsx, and yeah, nothing else was known about them. But the inkling was that the Morris Minor and the Mini Cooper were Hachette builds, and the Nsx was an IXO one. But they all come from IXO. So all these models, all these part works that we're building, all come from IXO. They're like the manufacturer, and they've branched out in doing their own ones. Though they've been doing lots of models, little cars, for a long time, and I think they've now started to branch out in part works. But they're the main producing company of these part works. Yeah. The Citroen 2CV is a re-release, has come out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're re-releasing a lot of these. It makes perfect business sense, because why would you spend money releasing a new build when you can just release something you've done before? Though I believe they update it, didn't they? And I believe they've updated it since it was last out, which is quite cool. In 1988, I did a build, a Toronto aircraft in weekly issues, but I did not know what company. Yeah, part works have been are more popular now than they've ever been. Hence why there's lots and lots of company. At the moment, the market is flooded, I think. That's my personal opinion. At the moment, I think there's too many. The Moggy Traveller has a wooden frame on the rear. Yeah, that's the one. So that weren't that. Give me right on for it. You'd quite happily do that one. I know it's coming. I've sent. If you're on Patreon, you've seen the pictures of it. It's coming. Don't know who by though. The Titanic. There's 2 builds coming out. I think next year there's going to be 2 builds. So you're going to have the wooden plastic one from Diecast Club. Don't really understand that. But Hachette are bringing out a diecast version, which is going to be exactly like the Bismarck, but the Titanic. And it will have sections that you can pull out, so you can see the engine room and the decks and stuff like that. So it's very cool. Also, Neil, have you seen the Lego one they've just brought out? I was surprised at the price for that. It's £630. Very expensive, but it's the biggest Lego build that you can buy at the minute. It's huge. But yeah, also as well, a submarine would be really cool that you can take panels off. But I guarantee somewhere someone's done that before somewhere. I guarantee it. There's a lot of stuff that has come out before, like the modern trucks. I saw a lot of people actually comment on the post for the Eddie Stobart truck, saying that he would have been more interested if it was a modern vehicle. And they've done modern vehicles before, Ivecos and Volvo. They've done modern trucks before. They've even done a Mark III Golf GTI as a part work. So Igomos is wooden. Titanic. Hachette Italy has the metal version. Hachette German currently testing a metal the submarine, I should say. Yes, but yeah, you're totally right there. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, because Diecast Club are bringing out the wooden Titanic. You would have thought, being Diecast Club, it would be diecast, but Hachette have redone it where it will have a metal hull, so it'll be exactly like the Bismarck. and that I would imagine is just as long as well. Saw Mario, who was building a test of the U-boat. Bow section was working. Okay. Yes. See, I thought in the back of my head, I thought that there was a submarine. I couldn't place it. I couldn't place it. But yes, the community comes out again as always. As always, they always come out with. They know their stuff. We all know our stuff. This is what I mean. It's really cool. But yes, I think it was on a test run over in Germany. They seem to be getting a lot of the sort of war stuff at the moment. The King Tiger tank, the U-boat, so stuff like that. I know it's very big over there. Actually, to think about it, actually, my brother actually turned around and was quite surprised that they did the King Tiger tank actually over there. But I know that they're big on history, Germans, and stuff like that. So I know that they sell very well over there. But tomorrow, so tomorrow is issue 2 of our Robocop. That's coming out on the channel. Then it's going to be stage 20 of the Enterprise build. Alien, it's going to be issue 14 of the Alien build. And then Thursday will be a random video. We've got some Egomos stuff, books and stuff like that I've done. Friday will be Patreon video. This week I couldn't do it because I was out. So yeah. So I've got loads of stuff. Sorry, I have to go. Add my phone needs a charging. Yeah, I'll see you later then, Bob. Thank you for joining us. So there's a lot going on this week. If I find any more information out on the Hogwarts Express, obviously I will let everyone know. I don't know exactly anything new coming out, though. I intend to find stuff that is coming out. I'm hoping that there's some information on the Alien build being released here, because like I said, in 2 weeks' time, the Alien build in France will be on issue 30. And by now, it's normally been tested here in the UK, and we haven't had a test yet. So I'm very surprised by that, because it's normally they test it, and then 12 months later, they release it. And in 12 months' time, the Alien build will be on issue... Well, be past the 50 mark, I would imagine. So it'll be well past halfway through. But don't worry, I'll be building it here on the Nexus channel, also with the Robocop as well. Yes, Mark, it probably will be in French. I'm almost certain, but you never know. But when it does come out over here, I would imagine the Alien and the Robocop, with them being so popular, I don't see them not being released here in the UK. I just can't see it. They definitely probably will be released. When? I don't know. Over the coming weeks as well, I think we're going to probably see some indication of delay. I know the Enterprise build they put out saying that they've got enough issues in. I think they said they got up to stage 50, which I believe is issue 14. Issue 12 has just come out, and 13. After issue 14, I know they've said that there's going to be significant delays on that. So I know that because they put it out. If you're on the Enterprise build group, you'll know, because I keep up to date with anything that Egomos put out. I always put on the page to make sure everyone's up to date with that. I'm going to be running some more tests, so some people can be joining me on the channel here as a virtual audience. I hope people love all that sort of idea. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, the only other thing is to say thank you so much for joining me tonight and for having a chat. But I'm going to go now. All the best, everyone, and thank you so much for joining in and chatting like always. And like with everything that I've done, it's the end, and That's it, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.